It's your girl, Lady Shell, Ford Entertainment Magazine, and I am on the line with Brxgxtte Xo. What is up, Miss Lady?
Hello, hello. I'm good. I'm excited to be here.
I'm so excited. Like the first question that I have for you, like the first, before we even jump in the gate, is why do you have all these extra consonants in your name?
All these what?
All the consonants. Where are the vowels? You got all these.
Uh, Listen,
Explain your name for
honestly,
me.
I know. I don't even, honestly, I don't have no answer for that. That was just my Instagram name. And then I'm like, all right, well, Brxgxtte Xo, I guess. I don't know. But I have to find a way to change that up a little bit because when people try to search me up on Apple Music and stuff, it's kind of hard. So
Yeah,
that's
because it
why
has all
it's
these extra
Brxgxtte
letters.
Xo, but BXO for short. So a lot of people just call me BXO at this point. So
Okay. All right. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get into the interview. Tell us a little bit about yourself as an artist, where you're from. I'm detecting a little accent a little bit. So let's go ahead and talk about where you're coming from real quick.
okay, well yeah, I'm Brxgxtte Xo. I'm an R&B pop artist, a little bit of hip hop in there. I'm from Philadelphia. You know, I love my city, love where I'm from. And the type of music I do is very much just like versatile. Like I like to get lit, but I also like to, talk about feelings because I feel like a lot of females need a place or need a voice to, say how they feeling, and I want to be that voice for females. So
I love that. I love that. And we're stepping into Philly with the July issue. Just I'm so excited. I've
yeah,
never been,
me
never
too.
been. So what can I expect from Philly music? What is the music scene like in Philly? What is it? What is the vibe like? I've never been, so explain it to me a little bit.
Well, Philly is just like its own. People always like to joke around and say Philly is like its own country. Like we just separate. Like, but we pretty much really lit. Like we like to have fun. Right now, what's trending is that shake that music. So like all the rock and hips and stuff like that is really really popular down here now. We just like to party. Like I said, you come down here, you're gonna have a good time. Like I'm so excited for you to come because I want to show you a good time and I want to make sure all my people show you a good time. Like we just want to get lit. We want to have fun and have all good vibes.
I
That's
cannot
how we carry it
wait.
over here.
I can't wait. But let's tap into your music a little bit more. You described your sound as R&B, pop, and you said you talk about feelings a lot. So tell me a little bit about projects that you've dropped previously, what the subject lines were, just so we can get kind of vibe of what you got going on.
Right. Okay. So is this one song that I had recently dropped on my last album. It's called The Becoming. It's called Overs with PD Crack on it. It basically talks about like, like when you're over in a relationship and it's kind of like talking about how like I want to be with you, but this is over. Like I can't do this no more. Like and it just it really just comes from like a place of being heartbroken. So like I'm pretty sure like if you listen to it, you will understand. I feel like every female has been through a situation in their life where it's like they want to be with you, but it's like all these things you keep doing, like it's making me just, like it's over now. And then PD Craig, his part on there is basically like, dissing me, like making it seem like how is it over because of what you say, like what about the things that you have done? So, so it's kind of like an argument basically. I also have this other song it's called Get Out My Way. I did it with a song. I did it with a person, excuse me, from Africa. He's from Sierra Leone. He's super lit. It's basically saying like get out my way. Like we come in, we trying to head to the top, and like we need everybody to move.
I
In the
love it.
nicest way possible.
It sounds like I need that anthem in my playlist immediately. But I wanted to ask, like when we talk about R&B, like back in the day, R&B carried us through a lot of relationships because R&B is really where music went to feel vulnerable. But I
Right.
feel like this new era that we're in, R&B took another turn where it's less vulnerable and more just like surface love, I call it, where it doesn't really dig deep into what you're feeling. So tell me where your music falls into that spectrum between it being super vulnerable and really digs deep versus like staying on the surface and like, these niggas ain't shit, move on to the next
Right,
one.
right.
So like tell
Right.
me where you at
Right.
with it.
I would kind of say I'm kind of like in the middle of those two. But I'm actually low key trying to dig deeper as well because I feel like we do need that type of music back. Whereas though, like we are digging into our feelings more. I feel like a lot of people. That's why like the music now, like don't get me wrong, it's good. But I just feel like if people were to dig deeper into their feelings, it would just be so much more like okay, like I understand where you're coming from now. Like, and now everybody's like, okay, fuck these men, fuck these men. Like, it doesn't have to be like that, you know, like speak your truth, speak what hurt you. And that's kind of what I'm trying to do, but it's kind of like fuck you. But this is why
Right,
I'm saying fuck
right.
you.
I feel like what music is really missing nowadays. People are scared to beg. Like ain't nobody begging no more. Ain't nobody
Right.
saying, "Baby,
Right.
don't leave me, baby. We can make it work." Everybody
Right.
saying, "Oh, you want to leave? Ah, bitch, bye." Like where is the begging? Let's bring back the begging.
Yes, no, absolutely. I feel the same exact way. I was just listening to Drew Hill literally before I got on this call.
Gosh,
I'm
that
like,
is
I
I'm a
was just
big Drew
listening.
Hill.
Yes.
That is king of like, let me get in my feelings. I want to cry. I want to
Yes,
bring out,
I
like
love
so when
that.
you're going through a breakup, it really speaks to your feelings because we're not always about, fuck you, like, because we actually connected with that person for a reason. So not all
Right.
relationships are worth just throwing out. So I really am craving for music to bring back that vulnerability, that begging, that saying, hey, let's make it work, and all that.
Right, right.
So, like, tell me,
Absolutely.
let's bring it back to your career as a musician, as an artist. Tell me that moment that happened for you that you realized, oh shit, I'm a music artist. I'm doing this for real. What was that moment for you?
Wow, that was just crazy. I remember the first time was actually me performing for the first time. Like, I went into music, but I was like kind of unsure on what I wanted to do because the way that I went into music, like I always had a passion for singing and stuff, but I have a kid. I'm like, okay, like this is too much of a dream. So I went into it kind of with like a blind eye and I did songs. I wasn't really putting a lot of effort into it until the first time I actually performed. I'm like, okay, this is something that I want to do. Like, not just be a singer, but I want to be an entertainer. Like, I want to entertain. I love this is what I like to do. This is me. So I found my purpose. I feel like that's my purpose. Performing. Like all artists, music artists know, like performing is like it's just beautiful. Like, you get to become, this aura that you are like deep inside, you get to bring it out. Like how Beyonce brings out her Sasha Fierce and stuff. Like you get to become somebody else. It's still you, but you know.
Yeah,
And I
definitely.
just feel like
You definitely bring that pow when you perform. I remember seeing you at Tampa last year, and just minding my business. And I was like, "Who's the girl in the sparkles? Who is the sparkle lady? I want to know her."
thank
So
you.
you definitely catch the attention. You catch the eye. So tell me, where do you want to go next with your music, or what do you have planned coming up next for your music? There's about 6 months left in the year. Like, what do you got planned coming up?
Well, I do have I'm working on an album now. I'm thinking hopefully to drop it by September. So I'm planning to have like an album release party, have everybody come out, just have fun. As far as where I want to go with music, I'm pretty sure every music artist wants to become like something, big. I just want to have fun with it as well, and I just want to make sure like everybody around me is also having fun with my music. Like I just want to have fun. I like to do what I'm doing. Like music is I go to the studio thinking like, all right, I'm gonna do this for fun. I'm having fun, but as well as like me taking it serious. I just want to like, have fun doing what I love,
I
and
love that.
hopefully become bigger in that aspect. So,
And speaking of having fun, when it comes to, walking into our purposes, it's always fun to be creative and explore that energy that's inside of us. And you described it so perfectly, that aura that it just
oh,
begs to be, oh, they just put you in the dark, girl.
sorry.
No, like I love how you described it. Like you have that aura that just begs to be shared with everybody. So it's kind of like a ball of energy to be shared. And that part of creativity and pursuing your talent and pursuing your purpose is all fun. But then there's also the serious part of it that you also mentioned when it comes to
Right.
actually making everything move accordingly and be in the right space. So how do you find the balance as an artist when it comes to handling the magic part of being the super talented entertainer and then actually handling the business part, the nerd part, the paperwork part of it?
I mean, it's all like the same thing. Like, with it's like having any job like that you like having, like it's good things about it and it's things that you do have to, take in mind that you have to be cautious with certain things that you're going into. So like I just, I it's just all the same to me. Like I love doing music, so everything to me is really fun. But as far as like taking it serious and stuff and like doing things like when it comes to like paperwork or like me doing a song with a different artist and having to do all those things, everything is pretty much smooth for me, so everything is just the same.
I love it. I love it. Now, before we wrap up, I love asking artists these questions. Like, what makes you stand out as an artist? What is that one key thing that Brxgxtte Xo has that we're not going to find nowhere else and nobody else?
I think I'm just me. Like I'm just real. All my music is real. It's kind of like all over the place, and I think people like that because it's like I as I'm going through my emotions, I put out what I'm feeling. So if I'm mad one day, I'm gonna make an angry song. But if I'm happy, I'm gonna make a happy song. I'm gonna make a turn up song. Same thing if I'm heartbroken. So I feel like with me is like you get all versatile music, like but it's all real, it's all me, it's all genuine. And I feel like that's a lot something that a lot of people don't have. A lot of people try to put on the fake image. Like how you said, like it's all like fuck these men, fuck these men. I'm not like
When
that.
they
Like
know they're behind closed doors begging.
yeah, that's if I'm heartbroken, I'm gonna say I'm heartbroken. So I feel like that's what makes me stand out. I'm trying to like just be the most real that I can with myself and with everybody else.
I
So
love it. I love it. Now, the most important question that I'm going to ask you in this whole interview, am I going to see the Brxgxtte Xo experience on July 27th in Philadelphia when we step
I hope
into the city?
so. Yes. Yes, I'm so
Because you know I'm gonna be on
excited.
stage, like I want to be on stage, like hyping you up, be your backup dancer. Like just send me the video, I'll learn the two steps, whatever you need.
Thank you so much. Yes,
You're
absolutely. I'm
welcome.
really excited for you to come and I'm so excited to perform.
I cannot wait. Let's